Hello guys and welcome to this review. We're looking at the tier 6 medium British tank, the Cromwell. This is just before the Comet and is after the Crusader. The Cromwell was developed in 1941 to 1942 by BRC and W, what stands for the Birmingham Railway Carriage and Wagon. A total of 10,070 vehicles were mass produced from late 1933 through 1945. They were extensively used by the British Army in the North West European campaign of 1944 to 1945. Each one of them had a unit cost of £10,000 also, and they the secondary gun, the machine gun, was on the side were a 7.92mm Besser machine gun. And the reason why these were the reason why these developed and moved on, and that was more because of the firepower. It didn't have the good enough firepower to compete against its other counterparts from other countries. So yeah, that's the reason. It gets a Rolls-Royce Meteor MK4B engine with a horsepower of 650, power ratio of 23.23 HPTs, horsepower per ton. Has a top speed of 64 kilometers per hour. Has a top reverse speed of 20 kilometers per hour. And has a fire chance of 20%. Also packs a 75mm Vickers HV gun. It has the reload speed of 3.9 seconds, the aiming time of 2.3 seconds, the accuracy of 0.36 meters. Has a max view range. Well, has a max range of 720 meters. Has a gun elevation of 15 degrees and a gun depression of 8 degrees. It can rotation speed. It does 36 degrees per second. The turret rotation speed is 48 degrees per second and has 360 meters of view range. Also has 550 meters of signal range, and the ammo is an AP HV Mark 1, what does up to 181mm of penetration and has an alpha damage of 169. I carry 54 of these. Also has APCR HV Mark 3s. These do up to 255mm, 169 alpha damage, and the shells travel at 981 meters per second. and it has high explosives, HE, or high explosives, HV Mark II, what can penetrate up to 48 millimeters, does 219 alpha damage, has a splash radius of 1 meter and 1 meter 6 splash radius, and has a shell velocity of 785 meters per second. And I have 5 of the APCR and 5 of the HE. So let's look at the the crew's low training on 6 cents, by the way, and I recommend 6 cents on every tank you get. So let's look on the armor detail. So it gets it gets up to 20 mil of armor, literally round the tracks and underneath, and I think is above as well. Is it above? Yeah, and above the upper deck where the engine is, and on the top of the turret. Gets up to 30 mil on the lower glacis and upper glacis, but they are angled, and you also get like 2 little hitboxes on the side that are up to 30, but they're angled, so they'll be a lot higher than that, but they'll be bounced straight into the that box bit there. But it doesn't matter, because any tank this comes against can do I think you have to be 3 times more penetration than the armor thickness at the angle, so that would be 90, and a lot of tanks can penetrate that, so don't worry about not being able to penetrate that. 31, so it's got 31 all around the side of the hull and at the back, what must mean these are space armor. Alright, the tractor class of space armor. That's good. It gets up to 70 mil on all around the sides of the turret, and them 2 boxes at the front, what also they're quite flat, so they're quite easy penetration, so you're not going to bounce much things with that. And then your gun has up to 90 mil, like the box around your gun, the gunman it has up to 90 mil, and the cupola has 90 mil all round. So it's literally anything can penetrate it, but honestly I love this tank, and as you can tell I've got marks of excellence in it. You really don't want to be sitting in one place. You want to pop up, get a shot off, hit the target, pop back down, and head off and find a new target. And spot some targets and shoot. And you do not want to sit in one place. And with this, you're either aggressive or passive. You're not both. You cannot play this in one battle being aggressive and then suddenly be passive. You can be like, you have to be aggressive or passive, and just like flank your heavy, use that mobility to go around your heavies and the tank destroyers. And this is honestly a fantastic tank, and I think it's one of the best medium tanks there is, and that's a very big argument. So let's see this tank in some gameplay.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
as you can tell, I have really good games in this. It's a fantastic tank. I love this tank. I will be definitely keeping it, and I've got the Comet, and I have to admit, this so far plays a lot better than the Comet, but that's probably because I haven't got used to playing the Comet, and it's not fully upgraded yet. As you can tell, that's the Comet. It's not fully upgraded, but don't worry, this tank is okay, and I do recommend it. So hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions about this tank or anything, just tell me it in the comment section and I will try to answer them. Also, tell me what your opinions are on Cromwell and how well you do in it, and do you like the Cromwell or do you prefer the Comet? So I will see you in the next one. Take care and see ya.